What is up, my sales professionals and my small business owners that are trying to build influence online and become an influencer? I do Facebook ads for a living, and so I always will suggest that first, which I'm actually doing a deal for Valentine's Day, which I'll talk about in another video. But on this video specifically, is I wanted to talk about how to build a brand on social media. Back in the day, I used to do seminars, and we'd have 1 to 2 day events, and I would literally just talk about how to build your brand, right? And I go back all the way from MySpace days, where I used MySpace to recruit people, and then I got on Facebook, and the rest is history. But one of the things that I talked about, and I made a post about it in my group Elevate Chicago, is that the first thing that I did when I used to work with clients, when we were talking about social media specifically, is I would basically tell them to come up with a username that is consistent on every single platform. And one of the things I've always done when I created their username is I avoided using hashtags, dots, underscores, numbers. I'll say that again. I avoid numbers, underscores, dots. And the reason for that is because, first of all, it doesn't look good. It just means that you couldn't figure out a clean name, what one word. So like me, I'm Chicago's Joe Delatorre on every single platform except, I believe, Snapchat. I'm Chicago's Joe DLT because the name's too long. But I wanted so that if you're looking for me, you just got to look up that name on any social platform and you're going to find me. Versus when you use underscores, dots, or use numbers, you're making it hard for somebody to find you on social media. And I had one woman posted, like, I'll still find myself. Yeah, well, if you're searching yourself, you probably will easily find yourself. But the last thing you want to do is, if someone's trying to follow you on a social media platform, is to be username 267934, or to be like your name or your business underscore and a year. And a lot of the reason why people do that is because they basically couldn't think of a name that they could find that's available. So then they'll end up using phone or numbers, underscores, and dots. And like I said, you don't want to ever make it hard for somebody to find you on social media. So this is the reason why I tell people to avoid it at all costs. If you want to create a username, make sure it is clean, straight to the point, represents your business. A lot of times, if you're like, I'll tell people to add the city they're from. Like, I remember someone gave me crap, like, why are you don't live in Chicago, you live in Naperville. And I was like, well, Naperville's Joe just doesn't sound as good as Chicago's Joe, because I'm basically trying to represent the whole state. And when you talk to people out of state, you don't say, I'm from Naperville, Illinois, or I'm from Aurora, Illinois, because they have no idea what that is. But if you say you're from Chicago, they